So you're about to release a comic book and the short films and DVD and stuff. Do they all go to stores like separately or together?
Well, the films and the band performances, the videos, are going to be on the DVD, which will be on the special edition, and it will be, of course, then brought out immediately when the album comes out. And the comic is going to be done separately. It's going to be released after the album comes out, and then in 6 parts, the whole story is being told, and every part comes out after 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, if the first issue is gonna come just before the album or at the same time,
Yeah, exactly.
and then every 2 months.
It will be in,
And the reason also is that it's not finished yet, you know. So they're working currently on issue number 2, you know. So yeah.
If I understood right, you have already shot 3 music videos
Yes.
for the album. Was it hard to decide which 2 songs will be the next singles?
Well, a little bit, because you're never sure, you know. Like, but you just go for the songs you think have the right feel for a single, and you just have to make a choice. But these were very strong songs, so we just picked the strongest, I think.
I think it's kind of different vocal-wise as well. I think it's even harder than the previous albums.
What way harder do you mean?
I think, I don't know, it just sounded like it's really like, you know, you're giving everything, and it's a bit higher.
Yeah, it is. It has a little bit more extra balls, but it's also because of the song. Some songs were just so metal, or you know, or energetic also,
Up-tempo
that
stuff.
the tempo stuff. Then it gets emphasized, and you need to sing in a certain way, otherwise it doesn't come across. So I did use a different approach towards that, but it came all very naturally actually, because the song needed it also. Yeah.
What did you do before the songs? How do you prepare yourself for the high notes?
Yeah, well, it's more like the warming up your voice, of course, and drink a lot of tea and.
But I think what's the most important thing, what Sharon always does in the studio, is that she just listens to the song, and then she starts to try out different ways of singing, you know, and then she's working towards, you know, the sound which fits the song. And I think that approach makes her unique, you know, where I think a lot of singers just do, you know, their sound, their thing, and with Sharon, every time she can just feel that she needs to do something else.
Well, was it harder to write the songs for the upcoming album because of the concept thing?
Well, actually made it a little bit easier, because you could work towards a certain subject, of course, but still integrate a lot of your own experiences, of course, in there. But what we did is especially choose parts of the story that appealed to us, and we felt like we could write about, and we had a relationship, felt related to.
Well, you had to reschedule the upcoming tour
Yeah.
because of your pregnancy. Was it kind of like a shock to you guys because you got pregnant and then you had to reschedule almost everything?
Yes, but on the other hand, of course, it was a little bit like unreal. But you know, after a while, we also see that, you know, it's of course a good thing also in a way. It's a beautiful thing. But on the other hand, it's also it gives us time also to prepare our live show now much better, because normally when we release an album, we rush into the tour and we develop it while being on tour, which is quite stressful. Because you can't focus on one thing, and in the beginning that's really necessary when you're bringing out a new album. So now we have a few months extra to really prepare very well and really come back with a kick-ass show. So.
Well, how will you guys, you know, handle the tour with the little child?
Well, like we did before, it's touring in a different way a little bit, but it's something also we have to try out in the future, how things will go. But it's in the past we felt like, not just because of kids and stuff like that, but more like that the traveling was a little bit too heavy, meaning like sometimes we would go on tour for nine weeks in a row, and nowadays we feel like, okay, we can also tour in a different way, like 3 weeks and then go home for a while and then go back on tour again. So everybody has their private space, and everything stays fun also, because after 9 weeks you're about to smash each other's heads in when you see each other every day and you have no space for yourself, and it's really heavy schedules, like flying in, flying out of countries and playing on really late hours, and you hardly get any sleep. So then it's very good to tour in a different way also. So it's And we're able to do that now, so that's cool.
Have you heard any comments from the fans because of the reschedules or anything?
Well, you know, people really reacted positively to it, I must say, because they think it's a valid reason also. Of course, they're disappointed that it's being rescheduled, but, you know, before you know it, it's just a few months later again, and we'll be there.